Alrighty, welcome back everybody. We are here in BeamNG and we are ready to undertake the Japanese JDM cards into a time trial sort of round after the cosmetic showcases. By the way, the cosmetic showcases, while we are at the topic, had a tie between the sort of Nissan lookalike Z32 and the sort of Skyline lookalike SXS JDMX 97R. So both of these people or both of these creations got the most votes. So we've got two first places from that one. So yeah, good job guys. I definitely do agree because these actually did stand out in my opinion as well. But for now, we've got 13 cars to go. This one is not in this challenge because despite being a mod, it's from the previous round. So let's go in order. I'm gonna go with the Calamari GT first, and as you can see, I downloaded a modded map this time, the Fuji Goko. Because let's be honest, there aren't that many maps in BeamNG, and the creator of this challenge, or the sort of mastermind behind it, did ask me to use this map for this. Alrighty, so I'm using actually the racetrack version of this map, by the way, because I did test out the one that I chose or showcased earlier, but the problem with that is it's over 3 minutes long, at least with this car, and I usually actually do not like using tracks that are over 2 minutes long. I think 1.5 minutes is about the silver lining, where, you know, it's long enough so that it can have a decisive sort of difference between certain cars, but it's also not too long so that people get bored of just watching the same car drive around the track. So we are doing the racetrack version. As you can see, it's about 1.5 minutes, a bit longer, so that's a pretty good distance for that. And if you don't already know how I kind of measure my car's performance, is that I take the car out for a few attempts, and I might screw up because I'm trying to push it to the limits, but that helps me to actually get to know the car better. And once I get to know the car better, I'm gonna run a lap, and the first full lap that is done without any major mistakes is gonna be the one that counts for the time trial. So, with that being said, let's jump right into the performance, and this car should serve us as a pretty good indicator of what we can expect from this class. And there we go. It's a kind of a slower car in the sense that it has like this wobbly suspension that prevents it from taking corners super well. Especially at higher speeds, it just starts to bounce up and down, and I feel like the grip is being lost, at least that's how the game engine thinks it works. I'm trying to take the corners relatively well here, but as you can see, it's especially struggling with the acceleration. So it's probably not gonna be winning any sort of competitions anytime soon, but still, we're gonna try and bring the most out of this car. Just a bit of Kansai Dorifto down this corner there. And we are already about, well, a bit, yeah, halfway done with the map. So, at least this map actually is kind of interesting in the sense that it does have sort of different sections. Some of the better tracks that I've seen so far, in the sense that it does give you different sort of scenarios for the car to try itself out in. And brake early here because this is a very, very tight U-turn. And I already overshoot it a bit, but that's fine, we're still going. Did not go off-road, and as you can see on the left there, that's the finish line. So, let's move. I'm trying to not go off-road here because that actually wouldn't really make much sense. I mean, you can easily go through these off-road parts just straight, but then again, you wanna sort of test the car on the actual road parts. There we go, some throttle control again, moving upfield a bit, and down the hill. We shall be shooting towards that finish line. No, don't screw it up now. And the final time is gonna be 1:30, just within 1:37. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, next up we've got this Supótsu, I think is what it's called. Basically, this is a drift machine. You will see soon enough what I mean by it. I'm gonna try and keep it on the road, but this car has multiple issues. One of them is that the brakes sort of lock up. I guess it's not ABS, but then again, it's just sort of incredibly unstable on that front. As you can see, I already kind of spun out, but since I didn't actually stop fully, I'm gonna keep going, because this car is pretty much impossible to not spin out. So, yep, then again, see? This is what I mean. Try this again, and let's see. I kind of showcased you what it's doing, so I'm gonna try and drive carefully enough, because even if you drive super slowly, it's still better than if you spun out, have to reverse, and then have to start again. So, yep, I'm gonna be doing the most cautious drive you've ever seen in this game. Jesus Christ, the braking is not giving me any confidence whatsoever at all. I don't know if it's because of the elevated plane, because it does look a bit more stable on sort of flat roads. or at least like level roads, but the moment, yeah, it's still not great. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna go through it because there is no way this would break any records anyway, so let's just get it through the track. Jesus Christ. I can't take a single corner without taking major precautions. It should have like a danger label or something slapped on the side. Stop spinning out! This is a long car, it should not have this under or oversteery. If anything, it should be understeery. Look at the effectiveness of these brakes. Oh god. I'm really not trying to shit on whoever made this car, but Jesus Christ, this car is painful to drive. Oh crap. Alright, so this is gonna be the... Yep, nope, don't touch the wall. Okay, we are back on track. Come on. Come on, okay, come on, just go. Just go. No, stop spinning out, Jesus Christ. I barely touched the steering wheel and it just wants to kill me. Dear God, no, stop spinning, no, stop. Stop. Okay, I managed it more or less within time. I mean, it was only like, what, 5 seconds over the previous one? That's not too bad. So 1.43 is what I'm gonna settle with for now. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alrighty, we've got the Nissan Z32 lookalike, and it's actually a much better driving experience. This actually does also try to spin out on me, but it's far more forgiving than the previous car. It does look kind of speedy in terms of speed as well, so... Speed in terms of speed, okay, yeah, I don't know English, shut up. But yeah, it does accelerate much better than the first car, it turns alright, it has a decent top speed. I feel like this might be a competitor for the top spot right now, if I can manage to get it around the track properly. Alright, just keep it going, don't spin on me, there we go. Okay, go. And U-turn, that's the bit bigger U-turn. Alright, we are going, there we go. No, don't snap on me. So yeah, as you can see, this is much more forgiving. I can actually correct myself even if I make some minor mistakes. And the braking is alright as well. It actually manages to stop in a reasonable amount of time. So yeah, this is a relatively well-made and stable car. And it might actually be the one that's gonna take the top spot if it goes alright. I mean, it won the looks competition. It would be interesting if it won the performance competition as well. I do know that some people are really experienced with making cars that are actually decent to drive in BeamNG, even though it's a almost impossible test to do, and I know that. But yeah, it's interesting to see these sort of come along. And yeah, this is actually what, almost 10 seconds better lap time than the first car, which was the better of the two so far, as you can see. So yeah, this is a pretty decent lap time. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, ignore what I said previously. This is the next car on the list. Because basically, I think I just got a wrong first impression about this class based on the first two cars. This is actually an even better, probably, or even easier driving experience than the Z32. I mean, just look at that. I actually cannot really manage to spin it out. It has a pretty decent brakes, it's got pretty decent power, it's got very decent of a sound. Actually, it doesn't resemble a Japanese JDM car whatsoever, but it seemingly fit the, you know, restrictions for the performance or a specifications thingy, so it should still be road legal in that sense. But yeah, I mean, look at that. It's a bit understeer in a sense, but I much prefer understeer over oversteer because it's much more forgiving. And it's actually, as you can see, going fairly decently. Look at how little or how late I am able to brake in this corner, and I can still take it with relative ease. So yeah, I wonder if it's actually gonna beat the car previously that I said that it's gonna probably be the best in the class. We just have to see. Right now it's going pretty well. Alright, take this corner. Rather tight, there we go. And maybe the previous car was like 120 something. Let's see if this breaks it. And 126.99, and that one was a 126.379. Oh, so it's just beat it by a margin. Alright, interesting. So this is the new best so far. Let's go on to the next one. What can I say about this car? How should I say? It's a bit of a tamer one. I mean, you can already see from the sound and the speed that it's not that fast in a straight line. I mean, I say that, but it does go pretty well, I guess, on the acceleration. But still, It's a bit of a mix of understeer and oversteer. It is gonna try to understeer, but then if you push it too much, then it's gonna suddenly just snap on you. So yeah, it's a bit of an odd combination, but I think I managed to get used to it more or less. But because of these issues that I just mentioned, it's probably not gonna be challenging the top. Still, yeah, as you can see, it's understeer and then suddenly oversteer. Yeah, it's not a beneficial combination for sure, because you cannot really push it to the limit like the previous car, which actually wouldn't snap on you at all. You could just turn it as much as it could, and then as long as you knew its turning radius, you would be alright with actually driving it around the track with the best possible performance. This one has at least a decent brakes, I guess, so that's what it's going for it. But turning is not the best, and it's definitely not going to be challenging the tops, I think. But still, it's a better driving experience for sure than some of the previous cars, so that's something, I guess. Don't snap on me now, don't snap on me now. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna risk a bit of off-roading there. Okay, yeah, as you can see, it's already just out of the range. It's not gonna challenge the top, but still, it's not only about the you know, the best performances. It's always about a bit about the experience itself. It's not that far away. It's still like 3rd place. So yeah, there's that. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, I think from now on I'm just gonna not say anything. As you can see, and as you can probably hear as well, this car is a beast. And it's actually surprising that from a car that's or class that has like certain engine restrictions and whatnot, you can get a performance this good. It turns well, it brakes well, it accelerates like nothing else, it has a decent speed going for it as well. So if I can get this lap to be alright, I feel like this is gonna be the new top again. And from then on I'm just gonna shut up about the, you know, oh, nothing can top these sort of sayings, because I'm just gonna jinx myself and all the cars. So yeah, I mean, I do know that this is the creation of the guy who made the whole challenge, so he probably knows more than enough about the specifications in automation you need to do to make a car drivable in BeamNG. As you can see, it's eating up these corners and these roads with relative ease. And the time is definitely speaking for itself. We are below 1 minute at this point. And yeah, it does, you know, does do pretty well in these corner sections as well. Did go a bit off-road there, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna just count it as okay. So yeah, look at that. What time is that? 16, 17, 18, 19. Can we get the sub 20? Yeah, we just got a sub 20. Holy moly, look at that. That's almost, well, yeah, that's almost 7 seconds better than the previous best. Alright, well, congratulations, I guess. Let's move on to the next one. Well, this car, despite looking relatively similar to the previous car, is actually much tamer, and it actually does oversteer, which is definitely not a good sign for a car when it comes to performance. It's very bright, as you can see. If I brake, I pretty much just blind myself with the brake lights. So the question is where it's gonna place in terms of like overall positioning, because it's definitely not gonna be braking that top speed, or sorry, top spot that we just got in the previous car. I mean, it's not that bad to drive. It's actually fairly manageable as long as you don't push it too much. But it can oversteer on you, as you can see here. Especially whenever it's kind of a not totally flat surface that it's going on. It kind of is wobbles about as well. But yeah, this is the Salamander, I think what its name is. Totally did not just read it off of the back. But yeah, just for comparison's sake, we are over 1 minute now. The previous car was in the next corner by the time this one got, or that one got to 1 minute. So that is the sort of difference we are looking at right now. It's interesting because I don't remember any of the classes being that different, like, you know, from the worst to best. This is of course not the worst, but still, like, there are just such huge discrepancies between certain cars. I guess, you know, like, screwing up certain elements of the driving experience can mess with time a lot. But I mean, this one did alright. I guess it's still like, what, top 5, I think, or top 4? Top 4, there we go. So it's not too bad, but it's just, you know, in comparison to the car that we got previously, that's over 20 seconds faster than this. It's just not really a competition. Is it 20 seconds? No, I'm an idiot, sorry, over 10 seconds. But yeah, it's still, you know, just a big difference. And here comes my creation, and now I can actually probably somewhat actually test. Did I just say actually twice in a sentence? Yes, I probably did. Okay, I'm an idiot. That's probably something you should have gotten used to by this point. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that this car is, of course, since being my creation, I can test how hard it is, so to speak, to make a good sort of handling car. And, well, while it's, not being too powerful, I feel like I did alright. There is some weird, tire scratching, as you can see on the ground. I don't know why it's doing that. It's probably some quirkiness with the tire diameter, something, I don't know. I don't know much about car mechanics, to be fair. Anyway, this is basically the roll center height issue in GTA if something similar happened. So I know how to fix that one, but I don't know how to fix this one here in BeamNG. So there is that. But yeah, I mean, the car is fairly manageable. It's not too bad. It doesn't want to oversteer on me too much. I can definitely drive it without much issue, but the power is definitely lacking compared to that previous car. But then again, it's gonna be something that nothing really can come close to by now. I'm still, fairly proud of what I managed to pull off with the handling here. I feel like it's not too bad, and hopefully I can get at least a podium position with it. We'll see. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna be able to get a podium position. Actually, that's second place? Yeah, it is. Oh, okay. That's not too bad then, actually. Look at that. I'm not completely incompetent, at least. Oh, man. I told you. I told you I was gonna jinx myself with saying that that car is not gonna be something that nothing comes close to. I mean, this car doesn't look that, dangerous at all. Or, how should I say, not dangerous, but wild. I don't know, powerful at all. But the sound itself does kind of give it away. That's actually a powerhouse, and it's actually very easy to drive as well. So I kind of started thinking, whether, if I had to choose, certain cars from the 4 or 5 competitions that we did so far, which ones should be something that I would put into the vanilla BeamNG, just in terms of driving experience. I feel like this would be one of those. I mean, it's fairly easy to drive, as you can see. I'm not struggling with it at all. It does have a pretty good acceleration and top speed. So yeah, this might actually be the previous best as well. We'll see. Right now it's going pretty well, so yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible. Some cheeky off-roading cut-downs, cut-offs. I don't know, cut-offs probably is the best word. Alright, final straight, come on. Show us what you can do with that engine. 21, 22, 23, 24, and yeah, that's an obvious new best. 5 seconds better than the previous best. Wait, no. No, I'm an idiot, sorry, I forgot that I thought the previous one was 29, but it was 19. Never mind, I guess it's still a bit off of that car, but it was still very, very close. I'm still happy that I'm podium, though. This car actually sounds like as if it was stopless. You can kind of hear the wind blowing past. It's actually that quiet as well. I don't know if you can actually hear it because I don't know how high my in-game volume is for recording, but yeah, it is a quiet car. I almost thought it was an electric one, but then I realized you can't really make an electric car here in BeamNG. Or automated, sorry. But yeah, it's a more tame car for sure. At least it's not easy to not hard to drive. As you can see, I'm getting it around corners with relative ease, but then again, it's not flying past the straights either, so there is a bit of a sacrifice for that, I guess. Still, I still prefer this over having one car that's immensely powerful, but for that to actually work out for you in the lap time wise, you need to sort of break a sweat, like a relatively big sweat. A sweat so big that it actually breaks you instead of you breaking the sweat. But yeah, it's a decent car. I can't really complain, to be fair. As I said, these cars are fine. It's very quiet though. Like, I don't know how you can make something this quiet in automation. I don't even know how automation calculates the engine sounds. I guess, of course there are certain factors, but it's still interesting to me. I mean, it's still a very good lap time for the car. You can see, it's like what, top 4 I think right now. No, sorry, top 6. Well, again, it's still a good time. It's in that sort of mid-pack right now, as you can see. All right, next one. This car was the one that was the other sort of first place in tying with the other car that I showcased earlier. And it's actually kind of speedy as well. It's very understeery though, so that's kind of acting against its speed. But yeah, it does fly relatively easily through the straights at least. And it doesn't really have an issue with cornering either, but as long as you know, brake early and try to take the corner steep, I guess. But yeah, it's a interesting car. I kind of like it, both looks-wise and driving-wise. I don't know if it's gonna compete for the top spot, but it might. It definitely has the potential, I think. Especially its acceleration is really pulling it away. So we'll see. I think I overshoot that a bit, but we are still going. That's fine. Oh wow, yeah, it actually. Oh wow, it's doing really well in terms of time. Okay, it actually might break the first spot. We'll see. Yeah, this is going really well. Jesus Christ. Oh god, I lost the bumper. Okay, that's still fine. Bumpers are not an issue. It still has a huge splitter at the front anyway. Oh yeah, this is gonna be the new best. Look at that. 13, 14, and 15. Yeah, that's 4 seconds better than the previous best. Well, that means I'm also out of the podium positions, but... Oh wow, this is a good car. This is a fast one. Alright, I think 2 more. Alright, the end still holds us a few surprises. This is the last but one car. And it's pulling like nothing else. It's very understeery, but Jesus Christ, it has some acceleration. You can kind of see it already, but oh wow. I don't know if it could possibly compete for the first place, because the cornering is not that good, but if it was more straights and less corners, I could definitely pull off the first place in my opinion, lap times wise. It might still do it, I'm sure with the current cornering that it has right now. It definitely struggles there, as you can see, too understeery. But it might still make up for it in the acceleration areas. Okay, just take it. Yeah, I think it's not gonna compete for the best lap, but it's still gonna be definitely podium car, I feel like. And again, you might not know, it might still compete for the first. I don't know. We'll see in a bit. Don't lose the bumper for this one though. There we go, and come on. Yeah, it's not gonna be the first, but it's gonna be very damn close. Only 1 second of the first place. Yep, there you go. 1 second of the first place. Wow, this is tying up a really it's getting really packed, this part of the first place is there. 3 cars sub 120. That's pretty amazing, to be fair. Alright, last car. Alright, so we are closing with not a boring car, but not a good car either. This car does have the speed, in terms of, you know, just top speed and acceleration areas, but it is very oversteery. It's not as bad as the second car, but it's up there. It's close enough. I don't like it. In terms of driving experience, at least, it looks okay. You know, I don't have any issues with the looks of it, but yeah, it's not gonna be my favorite driving experience anytime soon, to be fair. And there we go. Just a bit of deja vuing. I'm not gonna restart because of that. I restarted way too many times already. This car can be happy if I can even pull off a decent lap with it. I wouldn't be surprised if it was less, to be fair, just because of that. Stop deja vuing into corners. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Okay, so at least the braking is decent, I guess, but that doesn't save it from being super unstable in terms of cornering. Deja vu, I just been in this place before. I'm on the street and I know it's my time to go. No! Final corner. Yep, and trying to spin on me again. Okay, yep, just continue on. Let's continue on. Come on, continue on. Come on, go back. Come on. And there we go. Probably not gonna be the worst, but not gonna be the best either. That actually might be the worst. Second worst. Well, still, actually, third worst? I don't know. Third worst. Well, still, it's actually 4th worst. My bad. I did take 2 laps with one of the cars, so that's probably one of those. Anyway, so these were the times, as you can see. I'm gonna be posting them in the description as well. But yeah, congratulations to the winner. and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.